Missed out on breakfast? Fret not. It's never too late to grab a bite.
All right, so I was parsing through CNBC yesterday, and I came across an article that was penned by a contributor. She is a mother herself and claimed she studied over 200 parent-child relationships. And she said the ones with exceptional social skills have parents who do 9 things early on. Before we get into that, what do you think your kids are on the ranking of social skills?
You know, I feel like it is driven by personality as well. So my older son is very social. He would go up to people on the bus and say, "I like your shirt, uncle." Like, he's very...
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I do feel like that is just his personality. I didn't do anything different with my younger son, Cooper, and he's not like that. So I do think that there are some steps that you could take. You know, I think that they observe by example, but it does come down to the kid and whether or not they are just the types to do that, right?
Yeah, I think they model themselves after what they see. So I think that's part of the upbringing that's important for them to look at.
Yeah, kids definitely learn to communicate by watching how their parents behave. So the number one thing is they talk openly about feelings and emotions. Kids learn emotional vocabulary when parents name and normalize feelings. So parents who say things like, "I feel disappointed we can't go today, but I'll take a deep breath and try again tomorrow," are modeling emotional regulation in real time. It helps kids later express themselves with friends, like saying, "I'm sad you didn't play with me," instead of lashing out. Number 2, they model empathy in everyday life. So children absorb how parents treat others, the neighbor, the cashier, even each other. A simple, "She has her hands full, so let's hold the door for her," teaches more about empathy than any lecture would. Small daily acts of kindness become the blueprint for lifelong social awareness.
I love it. So you see, kindness and social skills go hand in hand.
Kind of like you're a kid going up to the stranger and
That's
saying,
true.
"Yeah, I like what you're wearing."
Yeah.
Number 3, they foster real, authentic confidence. So true confidence comes from being loved as you are and from being given the chance to try and sometimes fail as well. So letting your kids try out for the team or pour their own milk, even if it gets messy, gives off a message of "I trust you." When paired with encouragement like "I love how you kept trying," kids feel capable and connected without needing to be perfect.
I got to be better at this one.
Okay.
Yeah, because like whenever you make a mess, I'm just like, let me do it. Because I don't want to have to clean up after you.
I see where you're coming from. Number 4, they teach how to make things right after conflict. Every relationship includes conflict. What matters is whether kids learn how to repair that conflict. So parents who say, for example, "You hurt your sister's feelings, let's think of what we can say or do to make it right," are teaching a pretty critical life skill, which is repair strengthens relationships. And kids who learn it early grow into adults who can sustain healthy bonds.
So it's more like, let's think of what we can do to make amends. Because for me, I just go, "You have to say sorry. Go over there and say sorry," which is just telling them what to do, which I feel like has less of an impact, right?
Yeah, that's right. Next on the list, they validate their child's feelings. So if a child says, "My friend didn't want to play with me," some parents might brush it off with, "Don't worry, it's not a big deal." But parents who say, "That sounds hard, want to tell me more," are teaching kids that their feelings and perspectives matter, that confidence in their voice is the foundation of strong social skills.
I do try to do this. I would say, "Oh, are you disappointed? I totally understand that."
Yeah.
And of course, my parents who are watching me, they're like, "Okay, that's,
Are you sure
gentle parenting." I was just like, well, you got to acknowledge their feelings,
Are you sure it wasn't you who wrote this article?
It's definitely
It sounds
not
like you're
me.
hitting all the right notes.
No, not at all.
Okay, next, they help their kids recognize social cues. So kids don't always pick up on social dynamics naturally. Parents who point out, "Did you notice how his voice got quiet? He might be feeling shy," helps kids tune into the subtleties of human interaction. And these micro lessons add up and shape socially aware, emotionally intelligent adults.
Yeah, I think it adds up because I try to expose my kid to storybooks that teach all these values. And also videos on YouTube or whatever shows that exhibit some of these values as well.
Okay, so you prefer showcasing like a video or a storybook instead of you directly interviewing?
Yeah, because they don't always get a chance to go through some of these scenarios, whereas on a video or in a drama or a cartoon, they might go through some of these scenarios that they can kind of absorb or digest.
Fair enough. Next on the list, they don't rush in to solve every conflict for their child. So the second kids argue, the impulse is often to intervene. But the best social learning happens when parents step back just enough, saying, "I'm here if you need help, but I think you two can work it out." Kind of creates space for problem solving and compromise. And with time, kids learn that they can handle conflict themselves because they were trusted to practice.
Yeah, I'm the worst at this. My kid just comes running to me. I think it's because I'm that mom at the playground, like, hey, you. Like, and I just start like hovering.
Yeah.
And so I need to let him handle his stuff.
But that's a mom's instinct, right? It takes time
and
to
I
learn
want to protect him, you know?
Yeah, of course. Number 8, they treat mistakes as learning opportunities. Don't need to dive into that much. And finally, they listen more than they lecture. Kids need to see what good listening looks like. When parents pause and make eye contact, give their full attention without rushing to fix or interrupt and say, tell me more about that, or tell me how you got hurt, or what have you. They teach how to be patient and respectful, and over time, kids carry this into friendships, becoming the kind of people others feel safe opening up to.
All right. Well, these are great tips, but 9 steps.
Yeah.
I need to make a mental note to try to keep all of these in check, you know?
All right. Well, if you get them all correct, then your kids will end up being exceptionally social.
I hope so.